this is an important message we're about to put out. So, along with the parade committee, the council, we are discussing our options for the parade based on all the different information we're receiving about the coronavirus from CDC, from health officials, from our own internal people that we talk to, what we hear about, what we read on the news, what we are constantly bombarded with, what's going on with the coronavirus. Today, the State Commissioner of Health put out a statement, and I think everybody should read that, especially the news people should, again, put it out. I don't have it handy. If you want me to read it, I will. All right, well, it basically talks about open public gatherings, et cetera, et cetera. We have no known cases in Morristown. I'm sure there's been some quarantine and some tested that have come back negative. I don't know what the up-to-date is today, but we're keeping a close watch on information that comes from the hospital. They've been very, very good with keeping us informed, and we appreciate the partnership we have with Morristown Medical Center with the president, Trish O'Keefe, and the CEO, Brian Graniolati. Saying that, we found that West Orange put out a post today that their parade is on. As far as today, the parade is still on. We are still ongoing, getting information, and we will make a final decision Thursday at end of workday Thursday. I can tell you we're going to start here. Read what we post. We're going to nixle a post on our website and Facebook about the do's and don'ts of when you're out and about, especially with groups of people. I am going to strongly recommend, and almost to the word restrict, but legally I probably can't, 60-year-old people and older should refrain coming to this parade, especially if they have a compromised immune system. Now, what does that mean? Now, I'm going to say, listen, I've asked our council president to stand in for me. I am 61 years old with a heart attack that happened last June, and have been a diabetic for 25 years. It is recommended that people with diabetes, high blood pressure, a bunch of other different issues do not attend large gatherings. So I've asked the council president to step in as my behalf as mayor for the day, and it's kind of heartening for me, as being, as Feach said in one of the meetings, an Irish mayor, not to be able to attend an Irish parade. But I want to remind something that I heard a long time ago from one of the guys that marched the first time I had to cancel the parade. He said, remember one thing, and I spoke this earlier, that the Irish parade is a march to remember our Irish heritage. It's not there to be, it's great for people to see and entertain and love the bagpipes and the different organizations, but remember, for me, it's about our Irish heritage, and that's the most important thing. The next most important thing is the public health. And right now, like I said, it's still on, and you have to go on the website to see, and the CDC, of all the things you shouldn't do. And I got a lot of jokes out about this. A lot of people made fun of me about don't be kissing people you don't know. Don't be hugging people you don't know. Keep as much distance you can from people. Wash your hands. Get some small sanitizer if you can. And if the parade goes on, enjoy it. If you're not feeling well, don't come. If you've been sick for the last month, do not come. If someone in your family is sick and you're exposed to that, do not come. Because we don't have enough information, in my opinion, because there's not been enough testing done. The state health commissioner did put out today that she doesn't believe that you have to cancel open gatherings. That doesn't mean that we can't be vigilant about protecting our public. Now, there's lots of things you can do. You treat it like the flu. You can read the comments the mayor of West Orange put out today. There's several parades coming up: Union, West Orange, Jersey City, Morristown. Yes, you have seen some cancellations: Boston, Dublin, Ireland, and it may be they have more community outbreaks, and that's really basically what it's based on. It is a very difficult decision. I want to put on record, I appreciate the council's comments, and we're not finished with making our final decision. There were very, very good comments made and important information put in by the council, the governing body, which has a say, in my opinion, on how we run this town. And I'm going to take everything they say into consideration. And also the parade committee, which we've been in contact with several times. And one of them wanted to come today, but we're not in the position yet to where we have made the final decision. Now, I don't want to take up a lot of time, but I think it's important. Whether we have a parade or not, thousands of people are going to come to Morristown because they like the bars, they like the day. It's a St. Patrick's Day, it's the rite of passage for some. And it's important that all the business owners and bar owners know how important it is to protect the patrons that are going to be coming into their establishment. So we've asked our health department to go out to all the businesses and the bars, that's the businesses, and posters about what to do to keep yourself as safe as you can. Those who have experienced the bar scene in Morristown on St. Patrick's Day know that it gets very close knitted. So we are worried about the before parties and the after parties where people can come together in a closer knit room, the bars and some after parties. And that's where when you're close to somebody and somebody is carrying a virus, don't even know it, like the flu or this coronavirus, where it could be effective. We've also directed the health department, and they'll be part of this decision making too. We're not going to have open food vendors or merchandise vendors because it's not fair to cut one off. Especially the pretzel vendors, if somebody's giving out food, somebody is carrying and sneezes all over the food, you just have to be basic